Bad punches me, which is illegal, by the way. He's not allowed to punch me until I have started going. Luckily, I was gonna go this way anyway because there was trees. All right, I'm about to give away something that I've never said before. This'll pull back the curtains a little bit. But that audio you're hearing, that's not from this manhunt. That audio that you're hearing right now, where I'm going, what? That's from the first time that they ever did the diamond trick. And that has happened in a lot of the manhunts. Your ears deceive you, okay? Where you'll hear something happening and I'm playing audio from an old recording or from a different recording that happened because otherwise our reactions are not good. So it's a little bit of movie magic there. But on our servers, it works. Now, there's a different number of blocks, but I'm going to show you, I'll teach you how to do it because then I tried in survival and it worked in survival. So I'm pretty sure that it worked. You need chunk borders, so it's F3G. So basically the way they had so many diamonds so quickly, you find a clay patch that looks like this. So it's like a little like starfish pattern and you can do it in rivers. If you go 6 blocks to the south, the sun is there. So that's the east. So this is the south. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you dig down, you'll find diamonds. It's not every time, but it's pretty much every time. And there's diamonds. I know it works on our servers and I just tried it in survival. I didn't have anything. I was just like, all right, I can maybe get down. I was thinking. So Sapnap's coming up to me. He doesn't know my health. He doesn't know my inventory. He obviously just saw I placed an obsidian. He saw I looted stuff. He just knows that I'm out of hunger. Obviously at this point, I'm thinking in my head, like I'm just dead. Like I'm pretty much dead. The only way I was thinking I could get it, I could win is by knocking Sapnap down and then somehow getting down. So like jumping down and like placing I would maybe collect a dirt block or something and jump down my tower, place a dirt block, fall like 10 blocks, then place another dirt block, then fall 5 blocks and barely live at the bottom and grab his stuff. That was my hope. In this situation, there's not really much you can do that isn't at least a little bit risky. But this is what happens. Sapnap's like, all right, guys, I'm not going to jump down and fight him. Otherwise I might fall, die, lose my diamond armor and he somehow wins. Or let's say he falls on a cactus and his diamond armor just like breaks. So he says, guys, I'm not going to jump and fight him unless you guys flood the bottom with water. Now that sounds dumb because I don't have any way down. And if you place water at the bottom, then I could just jump down. But I have no sprint and he knows I have no sprint. So if I jump down into water that's flooding the bottom, I'm screwed. And I'll be like waddling in water like I'm like a literal duck. They don't have 2 buckets. Well, they have 2 buckets, but they don't have 2 water buckets. And so Sam says, okay, here, take my bucket, George. George and Ant both go to run to that water over there to fill up their water. And then Sam is breaking a block to build a 2x2 to make an infinite water source. And when he breaks it, I'll show you, this whole thing like collapses on him. And it just happened like literally right when Sapnap drops his bucket. And so Sam's like falling into a cave because of collapsed sand. Ant and George are over going to get water. And the reason Sapnap dropped his bucket was because he went, oh, you need an extra water bucket to flood the bottom. Here, just take my bucket. You'll have 2. You can flood the bottom with 2 buckets. Seems like kind of ridiculous, but when you actually break it down, it makes sense. So he says, I'll show you in the next clip. He says, wait, Sam, just take my bucket and throws it down. I see that he throws it and I just realized I'm like, oh shit, this is my only hope. So I walk off. But look at this. You see this entire like cave ravine that wasn't here before? Sam fell into it when making the thing. Like, watch. And this is sometimes the luck you need in a manhunt in order to survive. Sometimes you need a cave that's hidden below that when you break sand makes the hunters fall into it to give you time to eat some fish. I get the bucket. I knew that they were cooking something in the furnace, so I checked it. I saw there was fish. I grabbed it. I didn't bother grabbing the uncooked fish. Now, I cut out the audio from the next part. Well, I didn't cut it out. Like, I cut out the clip, but like in between here and here, in this cut, so someone goes, I threw my bucket, and Sam is just like digging into him, and I cut it out. I was like, oh, I don't know if Sam would want me to leave this in, because Sam was like, you idiot! Why would you drop your bucket? Blah, 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 blah. And I cut that part out, and it just cuts to me going, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. So here I saw the temple, and I've had like a plan for a long time before to try and use a temple, but I would rarely see temples. I saw all their names in and I was like, I can meme them. I can like just block off the entrance. I don't think there's a second like door. So I block it off. Hay bales like are really quick to break, but underwater they're slow to break. And when you have mining fatigue 3, they're like impossible to break. Yeah, and here I saw this lava and I was like, I might as well make a lava portal. I might as well make a nether portal, because I don't know when I'll find another lava pool that's like big enough, and I could always come back to it. And I thought if I just get the achievement now, then they won't know when I enter the nether like later on. The way the compass works is that when you click your compass, it updates the other player's location. And so when I go to the nether, the location that shows on their compass is the last time that they clicked their compass to track me. And if they click it after I enter the nether, then it will tell them that there's no players to track, and it like removes that location. So basically, after I enter the nether, if they were to click their compass and I was in the nether, they lose the last place I was. And then they went to the nether. And then because when they're in the nether, like I said, if you try and track somebody and they're not in the dimension that you're in, it tells you no players to track. Wait, listen to this voice crack.
Like pretty close to after you do the other one. Ooh, that might be good.
Bye. Let's go. Let's go.
Bye. When I was editing, I thought that was the funniest thing ever. But like here, I just saw that there was like a bunch of floating sand, and so I thought, oh, I'll just jump across it, place a block, and make it fall. George runs to get saved by Sapnap. Stay away from him! I swear he's like a little attack dog. I get saved here. So skeletons do 1 heart. I didn't block in time. So this skeleton shot me. And then I unblock because I thought the skeleton shot me. This skeleton is aiming at me. This skeleton walked in front of it and got shot. I would have been dead. This part's crazy. Like ants on fire. Obviously I kill that. I see the blaze rod on the floor. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab the blaze rod. Obviously they think I'm like attacking them. So they're like, they have their shields up, like ready to fight me. But then I'm just like, all right, thank you for the blaze rod. I'm getting out of here. I'm mining up. And then obviously they have no expectation that I'm like gonna jump down, I guess. And I didn't mean to jump down. I meant to run along this corridor, like back down my corridor, but I fall down like right, right next to them. And I'm on 1 heart. Ant's right here, like not even looking. Obviously, they're like trying to go up to where I am. He's holding his compass, like, where's his compass? Where is he gonna go? And of course, Sapnap's right here. He's not gonna think I'm on 1 heart. So he's just gonna think, oh, he's gonna attack me, block his shield, and play smart. Anyway, so he's like, what the? And blocks his shield, and then is chasing me. He's like right behind me. George comes around the corner. I want you guys to hear this noise. It's a collection of me gasping and George screaming.
He's gone. Kill the lasers.
So mine is like, and then George just goes like, ah, like, cause he comes around the corner, not like George just has no expectation that I'm gonna be right there.
He's gone. Kill the lasers. Oh my goodness, kill them.
I punch George here. Look, I can see George, and George doesn't realize that I can see him. I mine the block under him. He falls. I cut out like a clip like right after this where George is like, he's like accusing his teammates of like mining under him. He was like, so like one of you guys mined under me. One of you guys mined under me. And then they were like, it's Dream. And he's like, no, Dream couldn't have like seen where I was. And then they say you were glowing. And he goes, oh, I was glowing. People say all the time, this is the thing, I've said this so many times, so it's like I feel like a broken record saying this. People always say like, oh, why do they not just, when he's on half a heart and he has no sprint, why don't they just kill him? Because not only do they not know that I'm on half a heart, they don't know I'm on no sprint. And that's like on purpose. I'm mining around. Like you're not sprinting when you're mining around. Like how can they tell here that I have no sprint? They haven't seen me running. They just see me like bridging. Like you can't tell if I'm sprinting when I'm bridging. They don't even know if I have no sprint. They think in their minds right now, I have full health and full hunger and I am like owning them on this bridge. And here people are saying, why didn't I get out of the boat? This is what happened. I landed. I realized I didn't have the eye yet. And I saw Bad was blocking his shield. And I was like, okay, Bad, like they're not going to, when I'm in the boat, they're going to expect me to hop out of the boat instantly. And so it sounds dumb, but I was like, they're going to expect me to hop out of the boat instantly. So the best way for me to take no damage is to stay in the boat for a long time and then get out of the boat once they think like, oh, he's still in the boat, and then go to hit me in the boat. Cause then it teleports you when you get out of the boat. So I was like, I'll stay in the boat. I stayed and then I hopped out. And it's like, it ended up working, but a lot of people that I saw people reacting to it stuff were like, why did he stay in the boat? All right, fine. I'll get him. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Look at him. He's breaking the, look.
All right, fine, I'll get him.
He's coming.
Oh my gosh.
And George calls at the front door, and then he breaks himself in, and of course they unleash Sapnap to come like out like a bull. I'm like, oh god, all right, I'm out of here. This full diamond Sapnap guy, he might be kind of good. I need to get out of here. And they're hitting my feet.
Oh my gosh.
This scared me because there's a cut here because this took like 5 or 6 seconds for me to load in, and I was sitting there like load, like I can't see what I'm doing. They're gonna be coming in like right after me. There's a cut there. Like I like placed this block when I was blind. I was like looking around trying to like spam place. Like, is it gonna update? Is this world gonna load? No, this is what happened. I wanted to kill Sapnap, so I shoot George, and then I realized, oh, they're gonna block right now. They're gonna block their shields because they realized that they realized that I shot George off, right? So I like scanned to look for Sapnap, and I see him, and I realize, oh god, he's blocking his shield. Because I knew Sapnap, like, and it's dumb, but Sapnap is just the best out of them in PvP, and he had full diamond. I shot George, and I realized as soon as I shot George, I was trying to be strategic about what I was doing, which maybe I should have just shot bad. But in terms of what I thought in my mind, I was like, okay, me killing bad isn't going to do much. I mean, it would do something, but me killing full diamond Sapnap is like a massive thing. And obviously, based on what happens after this, if Sapnap had not blocked his shield there as quickly as he had, and I had turned and shot him instead of shooting someone else, that could have just instantly saved the game, like for me, if I ended up losing because of him clutching. Sam tries to pearl. I see him miss. He died. I was like, oh god, he died. He had tons of stuff. I jumped down. People got mad at me for not grabbing this chest plate. I had no time. I didn't want to get like knocked into the void. Like I'm standing here on the edge next to the void. So I'm quickly like, I'm looking at my inventory, like, what did he have? I was like scanning my inventory. I was like, okay, oh god, there's food on the ground. There's a chest plate. I'm like trying to grab the chest plate right now. And then I'm trying to see what I can drop. And then I didn't get it after dropping that furnace. And I was like, I hear somebody like towering up right here. Like I hear them placing dirt. And I was like, I just gotta go. I'm gonna get knocked in the void. So I just go up. And so here I'm building this shape for the TNT. At this point I already knew what my plan was. I was thinking that if I built the TNT out, I mean, not the TNT out, the bridge out like this, I could place TNT in like different spot locations because I wanted to cover their entire tower. Because I thought like, I was thinking it might kill a couple of them, but I just thought like, there's like, where do they go? Like they're on this tower way in the air, like above the void. Like they can't like jump off into the void. Like they can't jump off the tower. Like they just fall in the void. And so Sapnap hears TNT, block, and like looks up. And then he didn't see this TNT, but he saw the other TNT. So it's like, he just looked at like the most unfortunate moment, but it's like, as soon as he sees TNT, he like looks up and then he realizes, oh shit, the TNT was right there. As soon as it was just, at that point it was too late. So here, I'm like waiting for George to come up. Now George, he's not the best with the shield. He's better than a couple of the hunters, but in terms of like shield combat, he's okay. And so I was being cocky. I was being overly confident, and I was like, I can hit him once, clear his shield, block his hit with my shield, and knock him off before he can get a hit on me. So here I decide, okay, I'm gonna run at him straight, so he doesn't have a good angle on me, and he can't hit my shield. I hit him, but that's what ended up getting messed up, and he hits me, and I ended up falling off because my shield was on repair. It was a dumb play. It didn't work out how I thought it would. Because he spammed and he played smart, but yeah, my ego did hurt me there. And then as soon as I exited the water, I was like, oh shit, I'm too low. And that's, I opened my inventory. I'm trying to figure out like what I can do based on what I have in my inventory. I have dirt. No, I can't really place that anywhere. Can I reach over there? What if I place water? What if I place water over there? And then I was like, what if I like swim across and like fall and place water and then get back? And I was like, no, I'll just die. And then I like turn over here to look and see, could I get to this block? Like, could I maybe jump to that block somehow? And then I see the stuff here. Because every time I was trying it, it wasn't reaching. And I wasn't sure if I got it, but I checked and I did.
Get some blocks.
No way! Yes! Oh my god!
Wait, listen to Sapnap screaming no. So this is fine. Sapnap, as soon as they came back and they all had no armor and they were like trying to kill me, Sapnap just completely gave up. George and Sapnap like FaceTimed. It's like they just realized like the video's over. We have no armor. There's literally nothing we can do. There's like a little there's like one health bar left. He's already like there's nothing's gonna happen. And so they're on FaceTime. And so Sapnap's like dramatically like screaming at the FaceTime going, no, like it was being such an idiot. It's like I cut out part of it because he just sounded so ridiculous. Like I was like, Sapnap, that just makes people gonna be like, that's like dumb. But like if you just listen to him, you can like hear it like partly here. Just like listen to him.
5 hunters! No! No! 5! No! Let's go!
Now.
Let's go! Dang it!
And then he's like, I cut out, the reason there's a cut right there, and usually there wouldn't be a cut, is that the next one was like so ludicrously ridiculous that like I asked him about it afterwards. I was like, when I was editing it, I was like, what were you doing? Like, why were you like screaming? And he's like, oh, I was like FaceTiming George and I was just like being over the top, like ridiculous. Like, cause we just were, he's like, he basically said like, I already knew we were screwed so long ago that it wasn't even like a new reaction. It was just like, we had already lost. Like we lost whenever we first came back and had no armor.